Good morning, everyone. Let's look at your markets for today. We'll start with the economic calendar as always. Okay, so we had some data for the yen come out. Current accounts are worse than expected. Household spending is down significantly, worse than expected. That's going to be key, weighing down on the yen. GDPs, that's almost exactly. It's slightly more, but it's like 0.5% more. It's not a significant gain. That's 0.2% more. It's not a significant gain. Overall, this is bad for the yen, I think. Yeah, I mean, this would already have been factored in, but that wouldn't have. So this is overall bad for the yen, I think. Okay, we've got the preliminary GDPs for the Eurozone coming out. And then the German trade balance in 7 minutes. That could give us some movement on a euro pair. So we'll watch that. And then, I don't know if you trade emerging markets, but, South African Rand has got annualized GDPs as well. Expect that to be worse than expected, but what do I know? Anyway, yeah, so I mean that's what we can look forward to today. We should see some more volume today compared to yesterday, because yesterday was Labor Day, and after the London session ended, everything just kind of went flat across the board. So there wasn't any real trading opportunities, but we'll hope to see that change today. So we'll look at the quick technical summaries. We've got the S&P down by 0.8%. DAX up 2%. That's something to keep an eye on, considering that the trade balance is coming out. That should affect euro. FTSE, oh, that's strange. FTSE is up 2.39%. But the pound is getting punished on the back of the announcement by Boris Johnson that they're willing to walk away with a no-deal Brexit. But anyway, we'll move on. We'll discuss that further later if the opportunity arises. And the euro up 1.6%. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That gives us some hope. Let's look at the euro USD. That's pretty much neutral. That's neutral, which is strange because the pound got punished. So for this to be neutral, that's kudos to the pound. Nothing happening there. Nothing happening there. Nothing happening there. Nothing happening there, and nothing happening there. These are all neutral, every single one of them. With the most, I think this is slightly down, but if it wasn't Labor Day yesterday, this may have been significantly more. I think that's why it's only down 0.2%. Okay, and then let's look at commodities. Gold still neutral, silver slightly up. These are still ranging, I think. If you can trade copper, there was some mention that copper is about to explode. The industrial requirements for copper, is going up. So if you can trade copper, maybe look at that. Don't just buy blindly. Go do your own analysis of it. But I've been informed to keep an eye on it, so I'll share that information with you. Okay, so, and for those of you who don't know about my RSS feed down here, there are some really interesting articles provided by Daily FX. I read most of these, so that's how I tend to know what's happening in the market. You can watch Bloomberg live the whole day. Yesterday was difficult because Bloomberg, knew it was Labor Day. So, on Labor Day, there's not much happening. So, yesterday was basically a waste of trading. I should have done some personal stuff, but instead, or just utilized the time better and done something else. But anyway, so I read all these articles. They tend to give me a better indication of what to expect. They help you see different perspectives as well. So if you're strongly biased on a specific opinion, then these help you see the flip side of your opinion and break that bias that you have, which is important. You shouldn't go into a market expecting one thing to happen. You should always be adaptable. So these help me break my bias quite quickly. But you know, if you can read them, or just go to Daily FX's site. They have so many wonderful articles there. I like the articles by David Song especially. They tend to be very good. Anyway, you can read that in your own time. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the chart. So yesterday I started a double your account forex challenge. Our first trade we opened was short on this, but as you can see, it started ranging. That support level held strongly, and it just started ranging on it, and it's still ranging, but the trade closed out. When the market closes, the spread gaps, it becomes like 100 or 200 sometimes, and then it'll trigger a stop loss if it's a tight stop loss. So that's what happened yesterday. We look to see a breakout now. This could potentially be our signal to go long again. So I'm definitely going to watch this. I really want to see this go long. Look at the volume picking up there. Let's add volumes. You see it picking up. It's just one candle, but it's a good start. I mean, we've had no movement yesterday. Look at these wicks, all of these dojis. It was just a horrible day for trading. I'm going to go long here, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Let's make it 3.5 and say buy. No, it's not letting me. 3 then. There we go. That's a breakout, so we'll see if it does what it's supposed to do. We'll put a tight stop loss in and see what it does. I'm not too bothered about being wrong, because you can't always get it right. As long as your risk reward is always a 3-to-1 or better, then you should be fine. So stop loss, we'll put it in there. It's about $600, so we want 3,000. We want it about there. No, it might not go there, but well, if it doesn't, then that's fine too. This is about I think this is about a 2-to-1 risk reward, but I mean, this level is going to hold, so we can't really ignore it. See that level there? This should actually be lower. Let's put it on the actual resistance line there. And that's going to hold. So now we're already in money. That's fine. So that was a basic breakout where volume started picking up, and we could see it definitely going outside the range that it was just annoyingly staying in yesterday and doing absolutely nothing. Now it's just going. So we should see the odd strengthen, the yen. There's many reasons for that to turn sideways. For those who don't know, I just mentioned the economic calendar. That's why I was so willing to open this trade, even though it just looked like a false breakout. I'm not just opening random trades. I already looked at the economic calendar, as you can recall, and we had bad data for the yen overall. And that, together with the fact that the odd, although it's slightly down, should be a stronger currency than the yen at the moment. And the fact that if Sugar takes over for Abe, he's going to keep the Abenomics, or whatever you want to call it, policies in place. So that's actually also bad for the yen, as we discussed previously in a previous video some time ago. So all of that combined says this needs to go up, and I put my take profit there because that's where I expect it to hit. It's about 40 pips versus 210, so that's 21 pips versus 41 pips. It's almost 2 to 1, but not quite. But I need this stop loss to be there. It's a key level, and I need that one to be there. It is a key level. Well, it can be slightly up, but we'll leave it there. Let's be safe. Take our profit. Sometimes it stops just short of the target. So, yeah, that's gonna be the trade for today. I just want to add, because now this could be just a retracement. You always need to do this. Let's see, it's broken the 38 level. It's going for the 50. Yeah, it should ignore the 61 and go to that level. I'm sure we'll see that level instead. It's going to be price action today. We'll see. If it makes it all the way to there, it should make it all the way to there. Potentially be 100% reversal of this short-term trend. Yeah, okay, so that being said, let's quickly, before I just continue, I also want to look at overall sentiments on commitment of traders. I've discussed this report before. I'm not going to explain everything again. I just want to look at what's happening here. The yen last week was bullish. Everyone taking out long and taking out short though. So it's still overall bullish, but it was a neutral market for the week. So, and the week before that, yeah, I mean, it's literally been neutral. It's going both long and short. People just use this to prop up other trades, other currencies, or capitalize on the downfall of other currencies. I think that's why this is happening, I think. And then the Aussie, strongly bullish, net changes bullish, net commitments bullish. Still overall bullish because those are more than those, and it's increased from there on both sides. So yeah, I'm happy with the trade. I think, yeah, definitely happy with the trade. Look at that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll see if it breaks this level now, and if it breaks this level, then nothing's going to stop it from hitting my take profit. Odd New Zealand dollar, it's going to break this channel. I think New Zealand dollar is yeah, I mean, with policies to support it, the New Zealand dollar should see some decline, which means this needs to go up at the very least to this level, and then potentially range from there. We'll see, but it should reach that level. Odd USD, I mean, that's already doing it. Euro odd, oh man, the odd is just, the Aussie is just smashing right now. Look at this. What's the data? Let's see. There was Euro data. French non-farm payrolls was worse than expected. German trade balance is not actually out yet. I'll keep an eye on this and see when it comes out. Okay, so yeah, let's move on. We've got movement on the Aussie across the board. So Euro's going down, even though the data is not showing yet. Euro Swissy, that should continue. Nothing's happening on the Swissy at the moment. We could potentially see this start ranging when it reaches this level, I think. Euro pound should respect the channel. So lowest point, highest point. It's right on the median of the channel. So I mean, it's doing what it's doing. Euro yen slightly down. Breakout of the triangle. It's coming back in. If this rejection happens, it's going to push through to the upside. So let's just make sure to keep an eye on this. if it breaks this line now, expect a move all the way to potentially there. Potentially, maybe lower there. But yeah, if this breaks the upside now, it should push to there. Again, the yen is struggling. Euro, Aussie, no, Euro, USD, we've got the same pattern, same thing. If it breaks there, it should push up. This one should not push up further than that level. Pound dollar is still in the channel, right at median. Dollar CAD, ranging. I mean, it should respect this trend that's forming. We'll see, but because this sudden dollar bearishness again, it's back to where we were like a week ago. So, well, just over a week ago. Let's see if this level holds. This could potentially break to the downside if it doesn't. Dollar CHF, that's going up. I mean, the Swissy is actually sad. This needs to come back to median, trade at this level. So this will come down. Dollar yen. Ugh, there's nothing happening on this pair. I could just take it out of my analysis completely, because right now this is basically just wasting space. There's no point in even looking at it. I'd rather trade the odd yen than look at this. There's no movement. The ATR 87, it's a joke. New Zealand dollar, so Kiwi yen, we've got potential breakout, but this could just be a false breakout. We'll keep an eye on that. New Zealand versus yen, both are struggling, so I think this one is ranging. I think we drew lines in yesterday. I don't know where those lines went, but ranging. Oh, it's right on the line we drew in yesterday. I don't know if you see it, but it's right on it. And this one also ranging. This should range for a while until we've got market certainty again. I'm going to break out. Okay, so we've got a trade open on this pair. It's already at the 50. If the 50 breaks, it's going to hit my take profit. Yeah, I mean, we started with a balance of 3,000. We lost 400 and something yesterday in that consolidating market, that then the spread just got ripped apart when the market closes at midnight. It's GMT +3 midnight, so when that happens, it just basically increases the spread because of volatility of the market close, and then you've got sell positions getting closed out if it's too tight, if the stop loss is too tight. What you should do is take out the stop loss, let it do its thing, and an hour later put it back. But I mean, I'd rather be in bed that time. So okay, this is our trade then for today. We'll look for other opportunities. I think we're going to see some good movements overall. Things to look out for. I think the New Zealand dollar is under pressure. The yen is under pressure. So potentially watch those for opportunities. And then let's just look at the New Zealand dollar versus, is it even in here? I don't see it. Let's see if we can find it. Not the navigator, data window, market watch. There. Let's quickly see what's happening on this one. Oh yeah, with the dollar being the way it is, it's definitely coming down. Let's put in the naked template and move to the end. New Zealand dollar is stronger against the US dollar, the Kiwi beating the greenback for a change, but overall it's downward, so don't risk this. And you'll remember the sentiments. We had the New Zealand dollar turn neutral overall from bullish the previous week, so it's under pressure, and the greenback is the US dollar is also bearish, or was bearish from last week. So this move itself is against the dollar, and quite a few moves in the market at the same time. There must be a news release, so I'll have to check my feeds and Bloomberg Live to see what is causing it. See if we can find out what is causing it. It might take a while to figure out what is causing it, but I think we need to keep an eye on everything and see. There had to be a news release that I'm not aware of, or some geopolitical event. If this is coming back into the channel, remember that level we drew in on the AUDJPY yesterday? It literally stopped just before it and came back. This is a reversal now. That's a rejection wick. You see that's a rejection wick now. It should continue because I opened this trade based on sentiment and not on the news event. The news event just gave us the momentum we needed to open it. But this one stopped right at the 50% retracement, overall retracement level, and it's coming back. I should see it push up again. I'm sure it's going to keep pushing up now. The breakout is the trigger, but the sentiment will stay the same. So what happens here is we have the move pushing up. People are like, oh no, it's at the 50% retracement, and then they get out, they take profit. Then everyone realizes, but the overall market is still, bullish for this pair, and then they get back in and gradually it pushes past the 50. So that's what needs to happen now. This was everyone taking profit. That's the rejection wick. Profit taking happened there. Now it needs to gradually go up. Now if this line does hold a second time, then it should reverse, or it could potentially start ranging in this value area. It is a value area, you can see it there. It was trading at that level quite a few times, so it's also a value area. It could just go sideways, but be that as it may, I'm still in profit, so we'll leave it, we'll watch it. I got in soon enough so that this isn't a drawdown, so I'm happy to leave that. I've got the stop loss in place, I've got the take profit in place, and I determined these levels beforehand, so I'm not going to change them just because I'm starting to doubt the current move. Overall still, I mean, the opposite is not true. I won't go short now. I won't short this. The momentum pushed it up, broke this very tight range it had yesterday, and the sentiments are still against the yen overall and for the Australian dollar overall, even though we had a short-term downtrend. I think I'm staying in this trend. If I'm not willing to short this now, then I should leave my long position open and not worry about a potential loss. I mean, it's not nice to lose. You want to get it right every time, but you can't get it right every time. So I'll just leave this and see what it does. I'll keep doing updates on this trade as it goes, when it closes out, etc. Potentially, if I do the next trade, I'll do an update video. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope this helps, and good luck and enjoy.